Yo, what up, Nyakos? It's your buddy Philko here, putting live from your mama's house. Doing my thing as I usually do. Haven't made a video in a while, but I'm about to make a video right now to bring something to your attention. Something you might not know, something you might not have realized or even thought about, but I'm sure it's something you've heard before. You just never really gave it any serious thought. But I'm going to bring it to reality, and let you know that it's you. Yeah, it's your fault. You might not know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to cover a variety of topics here. And in all these topics I bring up and all these situations, it's the person's fault. Now, before I do this to get on other people, I'm going to get on myself. There's certain things that are just absolutely my fault when it comes to my life. Now, I don't complain about anything. I'm not trying to complain about anything. I'm not trying to change anything except get more money. Like I always say, the one thing I failed in life is being rich. I'm not rich, I'm trying, and it's no one's fault but my own. And I realize that, and I'm trying to work on it, and I'm really trying to get that money. Maybe I could have an actual relationship right now with a good woman, maybe even some kids. But because of my immaturity and my lack of self-control, I don't have that. You know what I mean? Because of this, I guess you could say, teenage mentality I have of, going out, having fun, meeting different girls, I guess, for the past 4 years. Maybe that's the reason I don't have anything more. So that's my fault, and I'm aware of that. Am I trying to change it? Not really. I believe if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So let's say there's a girl I really like, and I see her sometimes. I shouldn't try to change anything. If I like this girl enough and she likes me enough, it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Same thing like with the girl Crazy Face I lived with in all those countries. That's a perfect example. It just happened. If you like each other enough, it's going to happen. You're going to see each other a lot. You're going to be together so much, you're not going to want to be with anyone else. Because even when I'm with a girl I like here in Russia, when I'm with her a lot, I cut off a lot of other girls. Which is what happened in July. I met someone, I cut off a lot of people. A little bit of bullshit, I just cut them off. There's probably only one girl I'm talking to. There is only one girl I'm still talking to that I knew before the month of July. I cut a bunch of people off before July, and then in July, all the people I met, I cut off again because of one person. You feel me? So it can happen. Things happen in steps. So now off of me, I'm gonna get to other people. Because other people love to blame society. They love to blame someone else. They never want to blame their goddamn selves. And I see this stuff all the time, and it just drives me crazy. I'll try not to mention names. I don't want to offend anybody, because some of these people might even be watching this video. You know what I mean? Or all three, because I got 3 different examples here I'm going to give, but I won't give any names and shit. And sorry if you hear the microphone. Hold on, let me put the microphone down, because right now I'm trying to drink my shake. And you might hear the microphone moving. My voice might sound kind of far away, but hopefully it sounds fair, reasonable. So here's the first situation. There's a girl I know, or knew, so to say, and she was a very good girl. I liked this girl. She was attractive. She was very unique for Russia. Very unique. She fits the mold of bad chick, but they treat her like she's average, which means like if she was in New York, she'd be way more popular and liked by men than she is here, because she's very thick, very big booty, different kind of style and everything. Short haircut, just so different. And I liked her. Long story short, before anything ever happened between us, I told this girl numerous times, I said, if there's anything you need to know about me, ask. Just ask. If there's anything you want to know, anything you need to know, just ask. And I've said that so many times, and I said it for a reason. I said it to her so many times because she's one of the nicest girls I've ever met. She's a sweetheart, very sweet. Long story short, we start dating. We seeing each other often. I visited her at work, whatever. And everything went smoothly. We even went like a few days without talking to each other, but we would casually just meet up and, whatever. So I didn't really worry about what was coming up. I didn't really see it coming because of how casual we were. We didn't talk every day. We didn't see each other every day. It was just, hey, I'm kind of bored. Can I come over? Kind of thing. So, I thought we had the same mentality on the relationship we had. That's what I thought. But I was wrong as hell. So then out of nowhere, one day, She comes over, and I noticed from the instant, because I always know when something's wrong. She was different. Something was different, and I noticed this instantly. You know what I mean? And so then we start talking, and she's quiet, and I'm like, what is it? She's like, nothing. I'm like, look, just ask me the question. And then she goes for it. She goes, what am I to you, and do you have anyone else like it? And I said, you are a girl I enjoy my time with, blah, blah, blah. And yes, there is someone else like it. She has like a fucking nervous breakdown. She just loses her shit. And I'm like, are you serious right now? Are you really losing your shit? And she's like, yeah, I can't believe you do this. I'm like, what do you mean you can't believe? I told you like 1,000,000,000 times before anything ever happened. If there's anything you need or want to know, just ask. Logically speaking, because I know girls don't like using logic, but logically speaking, if that was so important to you, if I had someone else, why the fuck wouldn't you ask? That's what I'm thinking. Why the fuck wouldn't you ask? It's obviously not that important. You're probably mad about something else. But if it was that important, why wouldn't you ask? Just ask the question. Just, hey, are you with anyone else? Because if you are, I'm not that kind of girl. And I'm like, well, I am. Okay, there we go. That's the end of it. But no, she wanted to know. She wanted to ask, but she didn't ask because she didn't want to hear the answer. She didn't have the balls, so to say, to hear the answer. She wanted to live in a fantasy land of, yeah, as long as I don't know for sure, it might not be the case. That's what she was doing. The whole time we were together, she was in this mentality, oh, it's most likely true, but as long as I don't know, as long as I don't have any evidence, or as long as she doesn't say it, it might not be so I'll just enjoy it while I can. She was like that until she just couldn't handle it anymore. And then she asked, which is what she should have done in the first place, but once she asked, she got the answer, and she had like the little nervous breakdown. She left. She's like, how could you do this to me, blah, blah, blah. And then I just stopped talking because I just thought that situation was completely ridiculous. When a man's coming up to a woman, in my opinion, he's like, look, I'm going to be the most honest guy you ever met. If there's anything you want to know, just fucking ask me. Why the fuck would you take advantage of that? Oh, it's no fun doing it that way. Fine, to get your heart broken. Is that fun? Ask, talk, communication, honesty. All that stuff is extremely important. It's not just honesty with other people, it's honesty with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be good to yourself. That was her fault. That was completely her fault. Completely. That's why I don't feel bad about her feeling bad, because I told this girl 1,000,000,000 times. You feel me? Now to another situation. I have a friend, this guy's been a friend of mine for, I don't know, high school, so maybe like 16 years, some shit like that. Now, we weren't really good friends the first 3 years of the 16 years, but after that, we became good friends. And as I've known this guy, he's a little older than me by like 2 years. And as I've known this guy, you know, he's a type, you know, he didn't finish high school. He didn't get his GED. He's been living with his mom for many years. I don't remember him ever having his own apartment. He's had jobs on and off, but prior to being like 27, he's basically never really had a job. Never had a serious job. Never went to college, nothing. He would always just hang out. Maybe he'll peddle some shit on the side, but it was real small weight. He wasn't making any significant income. So I read a post on his Facebook a few days ago, and this dude had the nerve to say something like, yeah, racism, something about racism playing a part in his life and where he is. Some bullshit like that. And I couldn't hold my tongue. I was like, whoa, dude. And I said, I will pay you $1,000 right now if you can give me one situation from your past of racism actually affecting your future. Give it to me. I'm dying to hear this. He couldn't. He's like, oh, I don't want to say it. And I'm offering this dude $1,000. He doesn't want to say it. And to keep in mind, this is a dude who needs money. This is a dude who, within the last year, hit me up talking about he might be homeless soon and he might need help. And I'm the one telling his ass, yeah, if you need any help, let me know. I can help you get a place, or even I can help you get a visa. You come out here in Russia and you can chill with me, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This is me reaching out to him, helping him. So it's not that I'm trying to talk shit to this guy, but it kills me, and I always say this, when people are willing to take your money but not willing to take your advice. If someone's willing to take your money but not willing to take your advice, they don't really respect you, or they don't really respect themselves. But I'll get to it. So I'm still going. I'm like, dude, give me one example of racism affecting your life. Give me some random person calling you nigga. What has that done for you? Made you angry at night? So that's why I didn't go to school? That's why I didn't finish high school? That's why I didn't get a GED? That's why I don't have a career and you're 33? That's why? Because someone called you nigga before? Some random person in the street? Because I'm trying to hear it. I'm trying to hear it. He couldn't come up with anything. And this is another example of living in a fantasy land. A lot of dudes don't like blaming themselves. Whenever I fuck up, I'm quick to say, anyone close to me knows, when I fuck up, I'm quick to say, I'm an idiot, I fucked up, I gotta learn from this. I'm an idiot, I fucked up, I gotta learn, like I fucked up, I'm stupid. I'm quick to insult myself when people say, you're not stupid. I'm like, well, in this situation, I did something stupid, and I need to realize I did something stupid, and I need to learn from it, and I gotta move on. I can't just, things will just get better, just get better. I gotta make them better. I'm in control of me. Me. And people need to realize that. So, I was going back and forth with the dude, and he couldn't give me anything. And I mean, this is a dude who I watch. I got, to this day, I still have the video to this day of this dude when he was maybe 20, how old was he? Damn. Maybe he was like 26 or something. Maybe he was like 26 or 25 maybe. He was arguing with a dude who was like 18. There was a 14-year-old girl this 18-year-old dude was dating. But what was fucked up was this 25-year-old dude I know, he liked that 14-year-old girl too. Not saying he tried to do anything with her, but he kind of liked her. I'm pretty sure if she was older, he would have been with her. But I think, in my opinion, he was kind of hating on this dude because he was with her and she was kind of too young for him. But I'm like, he's too old to be hating on that, in my opinion. And one day they got into a huge argument where, the dude who was my friend was yelling at the 18-year-old dude, screaming at him, talking about how he's a woman abuser, whatever. And then the other dude just went off, said, how old are you? You live with your moms. You don't have a job. You just hang out all day, blah, 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 yelling. And this is like mad years ago. This is mad years, maybe 8-7 years ago, whatever. Yelling at him about it. And it's the same situation kind of now, except now he has a job, which he should have had years ago, but he has no career. He still lives with his mom. And sometimes he complains about racism affecting his life. And I've watched this dude. He said to me, you weren't with me every day. I'm like, nigga, I don't need to be with you every day. I've never seen you do anything really productive with your life. I've never seen it. The most productive thing, or close to productive thing, I've ever seen him do was go to a open mic poetry night. And he would go there every week to express himself. But what is that going to get you? That's some extracurricular shit, but what is that going to get you in your future? That's not really going to help you. You know what I mean? I remember one birthday he had, this dude literally said, this birthday I'm celebrating the fact that I've never gone to jail. I said, dude, where the fuck are you? Dude, where are your goals in life? How the fuck is that a celebration that you've never been to jail? You're not supposed to go to jail. Sound like Chris Rock and shit, but that's literally what I told him. You're not supposed to go to jail. Unless you're some Don fucking drug dealer or some shit moving kilos across state lines or whatever. You're not supposed to go to jail. That's like me celebrating never having sex with a child. What kind of ridiculous shit is that? You're not supposed to have sex with children. You understand? So it's like, that just goes to show how you view your life and how you view yourself. If you gotta celebrate not going to jail, you're a loser. You are a fucking loser if you celebrate not going to prison. Especially when you're not doing anything illegal. It's ridiculous. And that's the second situation. Another person who can't just live with the reality and see that this pattern of behavior I have is the reason I'm in this situation. This pattern of behavior. If I don't change this pattern of behavior, I'm going to keep getting the same result. It's not because of racism. It's not because of my mom's. It's because of me. You feel me? Next one. This is a dude I've known for some time, whatever, a little bit of time. And I would say I've known this dude for about 3 years. And this dude, I would say maybe 50% of the time has been on a diet. He's been on a diet maybe 50% of the time the last 3 years from what I can remember. And I've ran into him recently maybe 2 times in the past month. And this is a large dude. He's a large dude. And he's trying to lose weight, which would be the smart thing to do if he wants to, live in this country and marry somebody. It would be the smart thing to do. He's trying to lose weight or whatever. And just to backtrack, 2 years ago, I have a picture with him, and he was actually smaller. We took a picture together 2 years ago. He was slightly smaller than he is now. He was still big, but he was actually smaller than he is now. Like, you kind of see his neck in those pictures, but you can't really see it now at all. It was interesting. So I saw him one day. He was like, this is my shit day. And his shit day is a day in which he eats whatever the hell he wants. A bunch of fattening shit, and he just keeps eating, keeps fucking eating. And then I saw him again a few Fridays later, and it was his shit day again. He's eating, just eating every fucking thing he sees, just eating. And I'm like, all right, that's cool, but when he was talking to me, he goes, he already lost 6 pounds. Now, this is a dude who, he's big. You're not really going to notice 6 pounds. But he tells me he already lost 6 pounds. So, me and the dude next to me, and I think the dude next to me is like one of his closest friends, we're kind of telling this dude the same thing. But, he's not really hearing us. We're like, this isn't healthy for you. It's not a good idea. What's the point of the shit day? His friend is like, it doesn't make sense. It's going to make your stomach larger. Why are you doing this? But he's not hearing it. And he's not hearing it because he doesn't believe it or something. He doesn't want to hear it. It is a lack of self-control. An absolute lack of self-control. Now, if this dude was comfortable just with the way he is and just living his life the way he wants, fine. But the simple fact that we're his friends, that he's telling us that he's on a diet and he's trying to lose weight, we got to respond to that with love and be like, yo, you tripping if you think this shit you're doing is going to help you. That's just a lame excuse to fuck yourself up. I don't know why he doesn't see that. He actually tries to use science behind the fact that what he's doing actually is good for his health. No, it ain't. No, it isn't. Dude, if you're serious about losing weight, you're serious about finding a woman, you're serious about all this stuff, cut out the shit days. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? You've been on this diet for how long? And you're bigger than you were 2 years ago in the picture? I mean, if you're serious about something, you got no one to blame but yourself. So what are you doing incorrectly? What are you doing wrong? You don't realize what you're doing wrong? It's not just the shit days either. That's the worst thing he's doing in this situation. But how often do you exercise? How often do you eat right? Seriously, just how often do you exercise? How often do you eat right? And this isn't even just for this person. This goes for a lot of people who complain, oh, fat is in my genes. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Those two questions. How often do you eat right and how often do you exercise? I got no time. Then eat right. Eat right. It'll come. It'll happen. It'll happen. Now understand, no matter how busy you are, you can eat right. Oh, it's expensive. Bullshit. Just fucking excuses. Eat less then. You'll be fine. It's not healthy. Being huge isn't healthy either. Drink some water. Make some shakes. You feel me? Eat more vegetables. Eat more fruits. You know what I mean? It's so easy to get fat. No one needs to be taught how to get fat. But staying in shape, that takes discipline. That takes training. Staying in a really good shape, that takes a lot of discipline and a lot of training. You feel me? Self-control. In all these situations, in my opinion, these people have nobody to blame but themselves. And if they keep up the same mentality, they're not going to get anywhere. And time is proving it to be right. And that's basically it, Nyuckas. Let me know what y'all think. And I'm out. Later.